What's going on, people? Today we got a very special guest, Antwan Lunchman Jones, boxing sensation from Toledo, Ohio, making his way up in the ranks, doing his thing, man. This interview right here is special to me because, like, I've been seeing the activity with the youth and seeing how the youth, when I used to coach for the Mid City Bears, seeing how the youth used to gravitate towards you and how they coaches sometimes couldn't even get a hold of these kids, but they would come to you and you would get them together and you would get them in line, and just to see how different things you were doing with them and how you had their ear when their own coaches, their own mothers, and none of that couldn't even get them together. Has that
Yeah,
always been a part of you to be influential in the community?
yeah, man. Always, man. It's like, to me, honestly, I feel like that's one of my callings. You know, it's one of my callings, and even when I was younger, man, like people always gravitated towards me. Like I got, man, I've been so you know how people be like, man, you call this young dog. They be like, man, you call young dog big bro, like, and that's how I've been for me for all my life, man. Like
Yeah,
I'm gonna say since I've been like 18, 19. Like
yeah.
people always just big bro me. So I don't know, maybe it's my calling, maybe it's an anointing I got over myself.
Hey, you just touched me with those two things you said because you notice it. Your calling, your anointing. A lot of people don't know that they got that on their life and they don't even know when they're operating in it. The reason
Right,
you do it and you do it at the level that you do is because that's what it is. And I'll take it back
right,
to, I remember you and your mom was at the church and y'all went down to the front and got prayed for. And what the preacher was just saying over your life and your mom life as
right,
well, I still remember that. And to see that
right,
you operating in that, right now.
right.
How did you
Maybe what
first, what'd you
was
say?
that was that when I graduated from high school?
I don't know. You was at Cornerstone and y'all went down to the
Corner.
front.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, oh yeah, man, I remember that now. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. And I was just, shocked just because I knew you and I know what legacy, what your name means and where you come from, being that,
Right,
the Jones reputation that it got. But just seeing a lot of people, they say, okay, my last name Jones, or this is my family, so I'm gonna walk in this. I'm not gonna go above and beyond. But being
right,
that you doing that, it meant something. To seeing that pastor, the preacher was up there that was saying that just seen you and was calling it out.
man, it's crazy. I remember that day like yesterday, man.
Yeah, yeah. So, how did you get started at boxing?
Uh, well, man, so on both sides of my family, I got on both sides of my family, my mother and my father's side is everybody knows how to fight. So like my uncle been teaching me the 1-2 since I've been like 5, bro, 4 or 5
Yeah,
years old. So
yeah,
always knew how to do the 1-2. So I went on for years until I was about 11 years of age, just throwing a 1-2. Just that's what we would work on, just doing a basic 1-2, defending yourself, throwing a 1-2. And then when I got around like 11, I went to Glass City Boxing Gym, and that was out Suter in Toledo, Ohio. Out Suter on the north end, kind of like in the Chase area, the Chase district, our Chase
yeah,
district. So, and then I went from there. I boxed in there. I went in there for about 7 months. People probably don't even remember me going from at that time. I didn't start actually fighting. I actually get my first fight till I was 22,
mm,
22 years of age, when I really dedicated myself, because I'm one of them guys. I was working a regular job, left from high school, tried college. Uh, I'm not saying it's not for me, but at the time it was time consuming. It wasn't for me at the
yeah,
time.
yeah,
College wasn't for me. So I seen my guy that I went to school with, my dad, my father, and his father boxed together. My father brought him to a certain gym because it was cool. He was like, man, my dad was like, man, come over to Nubia with me, and which back in the day was the powerhouse gym. Was the
yeah,
gym, the same gym. So it's so funny how history repeats itself. Now I seen my friend that I went to school with, Rob Mumford, which is kind of like one of my closest friends, my best friend for real. And
Yeah.
he also boxed too. So he was boxing before me. He was taking it more serious than me. And I was like, man, I was at work. I worked at Wells Packaging. And I just asked the Lord, I said, man, what's my calling? I said, because this not it. Me coming in here punching this clock, which I don't have no, which ain't, I don't want to make it, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, because some people that may be their life,
Yeah.
waking up, punching. And I was like, man, this ain't my life, you know. And me, I always felt that in order to get rich and be able to provide on the level I want to provide on, you have to attract the masses.
Yeah.
And so I asked the Lord, I said, what can I do to attract the masses? That, you know, selling a lot of tickets, millions of people knowing you. That's how you get a lot of it came to me. I was going back to and I really make my horoscope. Background. So the horoscope is kind of like
Speak on it.
satanic.
Speak on
Yeah,
it.
so it's kind of demonic, you know. So I read it anyways, man, which is so crazy. I don't read it. I read it in the trash can. It said I'm an Aries, so my horoscope was first. It said, man, do something in your bloodline that you're gonna love, and you're gonna enjoy.
Yeah.
And I read it. I said, man, what's in my bloodline? And I just kept thinking. Like I said, it goes back to what I just said. On both sides of my family, everybody knows how to fight, know how to really fight. My
Yeah.
uncle was boxers, and my father was a boxer, a prolific boxer in the city. He's a legend. So
Yeah.
I was like, man, I looked at my friend. I'm like, dang, man. I'm like, man, my dude I play basketball with, which is my close friend, he boxing, he getting down. I'm talking about he putting stuff down. He pushing their head back, man. I'm talking about he 20 fights in. I'm talking about. I'm like, it didn't hit me. I'm like, oh. I'm like, man, I caught him instantly. Car broke instantly. I said, hey, bro, I'll be at the gym. I'll be at the gym Monday. We were 20. Both of us was 21, 22 years of age. And from there on out, man, I've been at it full speed.
What made you not take on basketball? Because like you said, that was your fellow backcourt mate, and y'all used to be good in basketball. Like you could have played at the next level. So
yeah. The thing about basketball, like I said, it wasn't the basketball. It was the school. You know, school. So one of my, and I'm very specific on what I say, is because I understand the tongue is very important. So I'm gonna say this. Going back to what I was saying about college, at the time when I was coming out of high school, I didn't feel very secure about math.
okay.
I wasn't secure about math. So me knowing I could go play college basketball, but I gotta go into this school and I gotta really focus in on school. I gotta really focus in on math. I'm like, I don't know. So I could have went to school and played college basketball, you know, and at the time, for real, man, I'm gonna be honest. If I would have shot the ball more in high school, I'm so much of an unselfish person that I had a player on my team, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. His father was more so like Joe Jackson. He had to shoot the ball 23 times, 24 to 25 times a game, or he would be in trouble. So, and as me, I was a point guard. I made sure that man got the ball because I didn't want to see his dad abusing him, you know, mentally, whether it was mentally or whether it was physically. I don't want to see that. So I made sure that man got the ball.
So
that was my.
So is that why you opened up the league, your basketball league that you do? Do you still do it at Wilson?
Yeah, this year is gonna be. This year, I just put the flyer out, and man, when I say it picked up a lot of attention, I'm doing a 1-on-1, 1-versus-1, as the kids would say, 1v1.
I hate that, tournament. Man. Like, why it can't just be 1 versus 1, man?
that man, you know, I got the twins, man, and they 7, so they hit me on all the little slang and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the little. If your game ain't right, they say your game is mid. They say, man, your game mid. That's all the little saying. So it's like, so yeah, I got the 1v1, and you gotta say this stuff now because it attract the attention of the younger cats now.
Yeah,
When you
yeah,
say 1-on-1 is like ain't old school. I'm doing that. I'm doing a. I want the league to become younger now. So I got the youth planning it now, but there's a separate from the adults. I'm
yeah.
doing 14s with the younger generation from 15 to 17, I think, or 18 in that range, 17. And I got I got my cousin facilitating it because more I'm in. You know how they say the girls are saying now I'm in my soft girl era. Me right now, where I'm at in my career for boxing and my career period, my life period, I'm in a more so in a business mind state. So I worked hard enough. So now I just want to come. I want to breeze through the tournament, say hi. I'm the champ. This is my tournament in the honor of my father. But
Yeah.
I don't even facilitate it no more. I got 2 other guys facilitating it. And man, I got some big news. I just talked to my I call her Big Dog and Venice, the city council lady.
Okay.
Venice, yeah.
Yeah,
I just was
Vanice
talking to her.
Williams. Shout out to Vanice Williams. Yep, yep.
Yeah, Venice Williams. You know, so I talked to her and I asked her. I said, man, I want to do in honor of my father because I know he loved the sport so much. I'm basically at the end of the tournament. I bring the gloves out. At the end of the tournament, I bring the gloves out for the kids. And it ain't about who got the biggest muscles. It ain't about who won. It ain't about who the crispiest kid, because that's what they're gonna say. I'm the crispiest in the neighborhood. I'm the about that. It's more so to me. It's about what I've noticed about kids when they come to the gym. These kids that come to the gym, they shy, and I'm incorporating it in the tournament. They come to the gym, they shy, but once they feel that contact, they say, you know what? Now, man, I felt a little bit of contact, man. It ain't my pride ain't on the line. So when this kid hit me, I can defend myself. So what we gonna do is I'm gonna bring boxing to my neighborhood. We're
Ooh,
gonna do a fight right in the middle of Wilson.
yeah, yeah.
Oh man, listen, I'm trying to, I'm not. So people think, I think people that truly don't know me think I'm trying to be competitive with or be competing with other tournaments around. No, man, I'm not. That's not my goal, man. What
All
God
right.
got for me is what
Yeah,
God got for me. I don't
yeah.
compete. That's how I stay above the curve. I don't compete. I just do Antwan. I just do the lunch man. I don't do nothing else. So I want to make my tournament the best it could be. And if that's going to be and if my tournament is in honor of my father, because that's what I'm doing it for.
Yeah.
If that's going to be the premier tournament, that's what I want it to be.
And that's what you're
The
supposed
premier.
to do. That's what you're supposed to do. That's your side of town. Them your kids, just like I was saying. If you don't do that for them, then they gonna be looking like you slacking. But you got that business mindset and you thinking next
Right,
level because you keep doing the same stuff. It gets just so repetitive. So now you taking it to the next level and allowing
right,
it to be the talk, you know. And I
right,
already know what it's gonna do just because I can tell how focused, but you always make things happen. You don't go around just saying I'm gonna do this bragging. You move inside. Cause I used to be like, dang, cousin did all this and he ain't even said nothing. You know, so
yeah.
humble, man. And I always think about that. How do you balance that with boxing, being a father, being able to still, you know, pour into the youth and still make sure Antwan is cool, making sure Lunchman mind is stay fun? How do you keep your strength up besides prayer and different things like that?
Man, man, I really, really don't, I really don't even know, man. It's just like I said, man. Only thing I could think of, honestly, bro, is that this my calling. When it's your
Yeah,
calling, man, it just
yeah,
happened easy, man. It just everything just fall into place, man. Everything just fall into place. Like I said, man, I walked out on a job, man, where I was there. I was 18 years of age. You know what I'm saying? People still want me to, man, if he want to come back, man, he can come back now, man. Like I never, so, you know, like I said, like I'm walking in my calling. Everything I'm doing, I'm walking in my calling. Like I said, I even got a mental health agency. Like, and I would have never thought I was going to have a mental health agency helping these kids.
Yeah, that's
I would have
needed.
never thought. And it goes back to, I got to give a lot of credit to my mother too. I got a praying mother, and she just told me the other day. She was like, because I had another plan that I got in my mind, and she was just telling me like, she's like, man, whatever your plans is, they're gonna align. They're gonna line straight up. Because I was telling her like, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to get this done, because I got another. This what I'm talking about now is gonna take me to the next level. I haven't told nobody, like you said. I'm moving silent. What I got planned, what I know, what's in my head, with me and somebody else discussing, and the people I got around me, I haven't even told nobody. But it's gonna take me to the next level. And I was telling her like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, and she was like, it's all gonna line up, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all gonna line up. So it's all about alignment, man, and walking in your calling, man. Ain't nothing I can't do if it's in my calling.
Yeah. How much do you feel any pressure being that your dad was like a legend and everybody knows your dad's skills and like what? Because wasn't he gonna be a part of the '96 Olympics?
Yeah, man. I don't know if it was the '96 Olympics, but I know he was down there with all them guys, man. Like he shared the ring with all them guys. It wasn't like, in my opinion, when I hear the stories, I don't think like he was on the Olympic team, but none of them guys outclassed him that he was with, that was down there. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't it in Atlanta?
So, yeah, the Olympics was in Atlanta '96, if I'm not mistaken. But he stayed down in because the connection he had with people. A lot of people not hip to Lindell Holmes. That was one of our biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe knowing, but like casuals don't know him. But like Lindell Holmes and my father was cool because they were sparring partners, and from what I'm hearing, my dad was kept him on his toes when they sparred. And he was a young buck. My dad was a young buck, and Lindell Holmes was the OG. But he always brought my dad around. Lindell Holmes is married to Roy Jones' sister, so my dad moved down to Florida. He wasn't even supposed to come back to Toledo, but he came back. I don't know what the reason was, but he came back, and he was down there with Holyfield, Roy Jones, Mike Tyson, all of them. He was down there. But man, listen. Of course, I got pressure on me. Of course, I got pressure on me, and you know, the man is Toledo folklore.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, man, it's a lot of pressure. I gotta, for one, I have to, in my heart, this is what keeps me going, is knowing where he could have been. So I gotta become that or better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I'm in that gym, man, that's one of my go-tos. And I'm like, I don't wanna practice today. I'm like, nah, man, we gotta continue this legacy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We build upon this legacy. Everything that I was supposed to have as a young black child, as a young black man, without a father, and shout out to my my mom's husband, which I call my father, who Antwan, his name Antwan also, who raised me just like my dad would. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to the man who raised me, but like that's one of my things, my go-to. Like, man, I gotta get everything that I'm supposed to have.
Yeah.
As a kid, as a young black man without a father, I gotta give it back, and I gotta give it to my sons, and I gotta show them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you, in my opinion, I would have started off boxing. I would have started competing boxing younger.
Yeah.
And I would have been a world champion already. There's no question in my mind. If my father was here right now, I would have been a champion already.
Yeah.
I would have been, I'm gonna say this. I would have been maybe, I'm gonna say, a three-class world champion right now.
Yeah. And what I think about when I see your little son, I don't know which one of the twins it is. When I see him doing it, his posture just like yours. And when I see your pictures, it's just like your dad. So in my mind, I
Right.
think like, dang, you know what I mean? That's how, you know, that's how, like you saying.
Right. And to recap on that, his name is Asir. So I never seen my dad fight. The people say he got taste, and I want to go and grab him and check him out. But I feel like my son Asir is my father reincarnated.
Uh-huh.
Seriously, like I'm grooming him right now. I let him play all the sports they playing. Now my son Amir, the other twin, which is the oldest one, he's a dog. Like, don't listen, a dog in the sport of boxing. But I feel like for them being twins, one's gonna take my basketball, one's gonna take my boxing.
Yeah.
And honestly, truly think my son Asir is my father reincarnated. Because when I listen, the stories I hear, I didn't heard. Now, granted, I don't want to talk about my dad's street life on this what's the name, but on the streets, I done heard of my dad hitting guys with bulletproof vests on and putting them to sleep to the body. And when I say my son, I've seen him hit kids, and he's only 6 or he's 7, but at 5 years old, maybe his first spar was 4 or 5. I've seen him. I'm talking about make kids head roll in the back of their head. And he don't even understand what's going on. He be looking around like, Dad, what should I do next?
Right.
And I'm like, son, back off, because dude might not want to box no more. You hit him again.
Yeah.
So he got man, like my father. You can't build that type of power up. You got to be born with it.
Yeah.
My son was born with it, man. He the next. My son is Jared, and a few other amateurs that's coming up. That's great from Team Cartel. Just around the city. So cool. Marathon. I ain't gonna go into Pacific or name all of them because there's so many of them. But my little bros, my little bros, they world champions. But after that class, my little Rob, my nephew the fourth, little Rob, little John, and my son, Asir and Amir,
Yeah.
they next up, man. Boys are special, man, for real. Not even lying.
What keeps you humble and you stay in your own lane, being that like Toledo got a lot of good up and coming young boxers? That's all y'all doing your thing, and it's always love. It's never nobody like sneak dissing, and it's always, I'm gonna shout this person out. I'm gonna be there. I'm supporting this, and y'all still, are able to all of y'all elevate, and take y'all game to another level.
You said what keeps me humble?
Yeah. And not have to where you got to feel like I got to compare myself, because comparison is a stiller of joy. So a lot of times people get wrapped up into comparing, but you stay in your own lane, you support, you shout them out, and you be there for them.
It's two slogans I love. Two slogans I love. To answer your question, the slogan that I'm gonna say in the first is every dog have his day.
Yeah.
Every dog have his day. That's the answer to that question. I can't worry about somebody else's time when they get their time. You know what I'm saying? But all I can worry about is when my time comes.
Yeah.
And my time comes. That's all I worry about. My other slogan is just do it. You know what I'm saying? The days like I said, I just left sparring 10 rounds. Did 10 rounds with a guy that signed with top rank.
Ooh.
The next 1-5 champ. We did 10 rounds. You think I want to go in here and run 3 miles or 4 miles at full speed, and then do some sit-ups and pull-ups? I don't want to. So those are my two slogans right there, man. Just do it, and every dog have his day, and your time coming. That's all I can focus on.
Yeah, and now that you said that, the extra work, because I didn't see True post some videos of you at your boxing gym. Then I look on there and you at another gym working. I'm like, when he just at the gym? So you really gets it in. My couple more questions, then I'm gonna let you go. What inspired you to have like your ring gear is just immaculate? Like, I look forward all your fights, seeing what you gonna come out with, because it's like top of the line.
Yeah, man. And look, man, I'm gonna be real. My last two, I have you so crazy you say that, because I feel like the fighters too they come in my locker room They be looking at my shit like, let's see what Twan got on.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
man, if anybody want to follow me, man, go on my page, Antwan Jones, Instagram, Lunchman_Jr. You could go, man. You go years and years back, man. That's another thing. My father was the best dressed. People don't say that part. He was the flyest in the city, man. Like me, I got a natural. I got the hands naturally. I got the swag naturally. I always been a dressing type of guy, a fashionista type of guy.
You putting stuff on when y'all go out of town, and even when you step out.
Yeah, so bro, look, you might even catch me like you can see the NBA players. Them guys have 82 games a season.
Yeah.
And people be like, man, why you got that weird stuff on? You gotta think, them boys gotta get up and get dressed for 82 games.
Yeah.
They gotta come different. You might catch me in some different stuff. Like you might and people be like, man, dude, he on some weird, man. Why he on some weird? But I gotta come weird because I done came every other way. You know what I'm saying? Like I might this my year right here where I show everybody everything, from dressing to the pictures, to my image, to my like interviews. Like this my year. So you might catch me in this in the fall. I might come Kanye West on them. You like, man, damn, cuz Rich came like Kanye came. Because I got to, like, I done been doing it for so long, bro. Dressing is my thing. I got 400 pair of shoes, bro.
When you had them, I forgot what color was it, the Balenciaga joints. Then you had the Alexander McQueen. Like, yeah, it was like y'all was doing y'all thing, man.
Yeah,
What advice would you give to the youth, man, that's trying to come out, pursue their boxing career, or trying to pursue something and they don't know where to go, or they even know what sport they want to do? What advice would you give?
Yeah, you know the drill.
Advice I would give to the youth.
You know the drill.
This is at the top of my heart.
You know the drill. I'm a tip top shape.
I would say, I was just telling my kids,
you know the drill.
I would say, if this part,
I got him with another one. God made me, I'm a one-on-one. I'm Cali on the one-on-one. But New York is where I'm coming from. 100 grand, that's 100 bun. Me and words going dumb and dumb. Big league things, bubble gum. Get it jumping like it's double dutch.
Bought some things you can't afford, now you
don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
Stay out the streets, man. Stay out the streets.
I can't catch a break bullshit. All the time you're complaining, you could be instead hustling. You could be instead chasing your dream. You could be instead figuring out what you're doing wrong, trying to improve certain aspects of your life, getting your shit together, reading a book, meditating, something. Fucking something. But this I can't catch a break shit is not helping anybody, and it pushes everybody away from you.
Like, everybody thinks the street life is cool. Getting the pack, going to get some. Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you the main thing I'm telling the youth right now. My mental health agency is that you could go to school, go get a trade, and if you start a business at 19 or 20 years old, you could be the real young and turned up at 23, 24 years of age without doing this. Picking up, seeing who gonna rob you, seeing if the police coming to get you, and that's just real, man. And that's young and turned up, man. When you got $1 million in your bank account and they can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
So that's my thing to the youth. Keep your health. Don't just be eating crazy. And like I said, go get a trade. Start, even if it ain't a trade, if it's something that you love to do, start a business. Save all your money. Go cut grass. Save up your money. Start off young, bro. Don't wait till you Don't wait till you 35 and
Yeah.
then want to say, I want to go to school. I want to, because now you playing behind the 8 ball.
Mm-hmm.
So be the young, so go and be the young and turn. And we gotta stop. And we gotta stop as because I'm big on my people, which I'm starting to realize I'm big on my people. We gotta stop feeling like entertainment is our only way out. That's what I would tell you.
Yeah.
That's what I would tell you. We ain't always gotta play sports. Look at Rich Paul, LeBron friend. Look at Rich Paul. He a sports agent, the top sports agent in the world.
Yeah.
Man, find what you, the youth. I'm telling this to the youth right now, man. Go and find what you love to do right now while you young, 16, 17. By the time you 20, man, start a business, man. By the time you 23, man, you'll be the real young and turn. And I'm saying that in the lamest terms because that's how y'all talk. You'll be the real young and turn, man. 23, man, with M's.
Yeah.
And what kid gonna say? Man, he ain't the street dude, man. But guess what? You ain't the street dude, but you riding around in that Rolls Royce, and they gonna flock to you. They're gonna flock to you, and same for the young women, same for the young women, for the young youthful women. Man, listen. Everything. If you got a father in your life, listen. Everything your father telling you about these young men. You know what I'm saying? Don't give your body away every time you talking to a young man. You know what I'm saying? Because we live in an era where they feel like, oh, man, I gotta talk to this dude. Everything is quick. You take me on a date. We kiss, we lay down. No, don't do that, man, because at the end of the day, and I got to speak for the women because I got to speak for both. I got to speak for the youth. That's because you ain't asking that question, but I speak for the women too. But y'all got to save yourself. Do not let these rap girls, these girls that's living wild, tell you that it's okay to sleep with 20 men because it's not. A man value a woman that don't sleep with a lot of men.
Yeah.
Flat out. So, and vice versa to me, and vice versa to the young youth too, young men. Don't be just sleeping around, man. So that's what I gotta say to the youth, man. Entertainment ain't always the way out. Man, start your business young, man, and you'll be the real turned up, real young and turned because it takes 3 to 4 years to start to really get into your business, make a profit. By the time you're 23, man, that's when people usually graduate from college. So you'll be the real young and turned.
Yeah, y'all heard it here first from the champ, man. He spit nothing but jewels, man. We appreciate you. Do your thing. Be safe when you coming back to the crib, man, and we'll win your next fight.
My next fight is July 15th, man, in Cali, Colombia, South America.
Ooh.
I'm stepping outside of my what's the word I'm trying to use? My comfort zone, and I'm going to fight a guy that's a veteran, a 50 pro fight, you know, and man, I'm going in there, man, and I'm going to take care of business, man, because that's the level I want to be on. That's why I train the way I train. I'm going in there, man, to do what I got to do. Because everybody, Antwan, he fight around here all the time, and look, man, I'm trying to be great. Let's make that clear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be great. Like this ain't just about me. This is about, like you said in the beginning of this, I'm fighting for my last name. Period, point blank. So.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Love you, man.
Right.
You keep doing your thing, man. And you know, we're gonna be in touch. We're gonna be supporting anywhere we can, man, and keep on being on them youth. Like this was great. I can't wait till they see this. This is
oh yeah, just tag me in, share me when you share, man. Just tag my name in, man, because I'm all about the youth, man. Like I said, man, I've been telling people I'm walking in my calling, man, and if that's being a humanitarian or an active, you know what I'm saying, that's something I want to do, and you know what I'm saying. I told me and my mom was sitting down and talking, and she was like, man, you know what I'm saying, the money gonna come. Don't worry about the money. And I told her, I was like, I ain't worried about the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm more so worried about helping these people, and everything. Success gonna come when you walking in your calling and you doing the right thing. You giving a service to people. So you know what I'm saying? That's
you have to make sure you be up at that park, because you know when they see that ice cream truck, what's gonna happen. Lunchman about to make sure we're all good.
Man, listen, man, the kid, I swear, man, I don't matter where I'm at. When they see me around, the ice cream truck coming
Yeah.
Twan, can I get some ice cream?
Yeah. Everything. All right, man. I'll hit you up. I appreciate you, man.
You already know.
Yeah.